Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tennis Ace, and it is the same day, August 24th. It is 5:08 p.m. Well, 5:09, actually. 5:09 p.m., and we're back with more June. June's route because I felt like it, and yeah. Alright, so essentially, time to get into this, and also I have to dispel something. I have to dispel a misconception real quick. Sorry, because apparently some people hold this fucking idiotic viewpoint about art. Some people seem to think that all art is there to make them feel good. That's a fucking bullshit belief. Art is not there to only make you feel good. And it shouldn't. If all art does is make you feel good things, and it's not art. In my opinion, art has to come from somewhere other than, oh, I want to make these people happy. Anyway, today I've been called here to this cafe by a friend. He knows how stressed I've been lately and decided to try to help me de-stress. I have to say, I truly appreciate the thought. I've only been here for a little while, and I have to say I definitely feel better. You knew talking to be so therapeutic. Alex, are you even paying attention to what I'm saying? What are you wearing? Oh, sorry, what? Jeez, here you go spacing out, I guess, like you were 1,000 miles away. Sorry, I guess I was lost in thought. No kidding. Yes, Suichi was the one to invite me here. Called me early this morning and asked me if I'd like to meet him here for lunch. A little skeptical of the idea, but now I'm glad that I came. Okay, I'm back now. What were you saying? Are you sure? I don't really feel like talking to a wall again. It's not gonna happen again, I swear. If you say so, then I guess it's okay. Anyway, I was asking your class preparations. The festival going, it's right around the corner. Kind of a mess at first, no one really agreed on anything. In the end, everyone decided to open a restaurant. Jin insisted on the idea, and since we had nothing better planned, we went with it. What kind of food you guys be serving? Thing was supposed to be Szechuan cuisine, but I don't remember how. I don't remember now. I just know it was supposed to be traditional Chinese food. You'll have to ask Jin if you want more details. If it's him, then I'm sure it'll be okay. That guy's knowledge of food can put critics to shame. Certainly is no regular glutton. Calling him a glutton is a little insensitive, though. Come on, it's not like he's here to hear it. You really can be mean when people aren't listening, huh? Oh my god, is that seriously Lance mowing his fucking lawn for the 5th time this week? I fucking hate. Fuck you, you Kevin. I'm not mean. Don't worry, I'm just yanking your chain. Is that so? Can't even tell anymore. Since you guys work in a restaurant, does that mean I'll get to see you in an apron? Nah, this isn't your route, buddy. Don't you fucking ask. In your dreams, I bailed out as fast as I could. I'm helping with the decor organization shopping, and that's it. No, I'm gonna trample my dreams like that. Don't give me the puppy dog eyes now. Busted, huh? In our conversation like this, it's hard to believe the kinds of things have been happening lately. In fact, just thinking about it already gives me a sinking feeling in my chest. But I promised Luigi that we'd have some fun today, so I don't want to let anything get in the way. Welcome, sir. We are full at the moment, but if you'll be patient, a table should clear after you in a few minutes. We're so close entrance, it's hard not here when someone walks in. By the way, hey, aren't you? Ew, it's fucking Asagawa, piece of shit, lion dude. I don't remember your voice. What voice did I give this fucker? I don't remember. Come here. Come here, phone. I need you. I need you. Well, at least I was able to reach back and grab it. I mean, Yes. What does that mean? What do you mean by that, Matthew? What are you spouting on about? Okay, so I have to go to where's the playlist? There's the playlist. What video is it? What video is it? What video is it? Part 8. Cool. Okay. There where does he show up? Here he shows up. Cool. What voice do you have? Why didn't you go with the standard interpretation? You basically threw in the towel the moment you did that. Really? I didn't give him a voice. Okay, cool. Guess that means I can be creative with it. I don't know. There's only so many voices I can do. Plug you back in because you're at 84%. I'm sorry, I thought she went out to get... What's going on? I don't fucking know. What voice should I give you? You're the guy that was with Kobayashi back at piano competition. Slime walks right up to us and starts our conversation. You know this guy, Alex? Well, yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I met him when June and I were waiting for you guys back at the piano competition. Come to think of it, he talked to us after the competition was over. I'm pretty sure you were there with us. Don't you remember? You really expect me to remember someone I saw once over a month ago? If anything, I'm surprised you'd remember. My memory isn't that bad. You don't need to be so surprised. Lion wakes between those with a smile on his face. Your name... Akagawa, right? Sorry if I got it wrong. I'm not really good with names. It's alright, I remember it correctly. To be honest, I never choose myself when we miss so. You even know my name at all. It's already surprising. Hard to forget a guy delivers a full-blown villain speech in broad daylight. Full-blown villain speech? I will make sure the name Shinji Atagawa is one we'll never forget. Something like that. You remember that? No, forget it. Forget it right this instant. No way you really said that. Shut up. Forget I ever said anything like that. That's fucking June's voice. I keep forgetting it. God, what fucking voice do I give this person? Sorry, asking me to forget that scene is a little... Don't want to say the word impossible, no better word comes to mind. Why the fuck is the dog whining now? Why is the mutt whining now? Shut up, dog! Well, either way, it's gonna make an acquaintance of June. My name is Suichi Arata. We go to the same school. I'm Alex Michime. I sit next to June in class. Pleasure to meet you. To be honest, I didn't know Kobayashi had any friends that saw compared when he was children. Why is that? God, I don't know what fucking voice. What about... Well, I'm me a bit biased since I never got to see how we had it out of the competitions. There's always very focused and withdrawn. I didn't goof around much like the rest of us did. Certainly expect to see a bunch of children goofing off, even if they're faced against each other in competition. Not that different tennis tournaments in that sense. Children's tournaments are a lot more relaxed. Right, but they never really mingle with us, so I just thought I wasn't that person to have any friends. It doesn't sound like at all like the June we know. Yeah, saying he's a goofball would probably put it lightly. True. I don't know why, isn't he with you guys right now? Nah, he's on bed rest right now. He's actually in the hospital until a few days ago. Lion's eyes immediately go wide in shock. But, no way, don't tell me it happened again. Again? What happened again? Did something happen to him before? As soon as he looks at my face, not the guy walks away from me. It's nothing, forget I said any... Forget you said anything. It's a little late for that, isn't it? What are you talking about? Alex, that's enough. What do you mean that's enough? Aren't you the least bit curious about this? He basically just said June was in the hospital before, too. It's his fucking his own information, you dipshit. You don't pry into that. We all know Kobayashi's of frail health. Why would it really be all that surprising for him to visit a doctor before? Don't play that game with me. Both know when someone sees that a person was in the hospital, that means they... What the fuck? We both know when someone sees a hospital, that means they were admitted to it, not just getting a checkup. And even so, it's not whether it's true or not. Don't you think that's up to June to tell us? You shouldn't go prying into people's pasts. Thank you. Thank you, God. Is it really that fucking hard? But the bad feeling I've been having up to now returns with force. Hatsugawa-san, won't you please tell me I'm gonna buy that again? Comment. It's really not my place. So you were saying he was admitted to the hospital once before? Alex! People staring at us, man. Let it go already. Around, I see that people surrounding tables. All staring at us. Yeah, sounds about right. Crap. Really don't think right sometimes. What am I supposed to think? She's been in the hospital before. Why does it fucking matter? I have a ton of questions in my mind. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Don't worry about it, you didn't? No. Why was he admitted to the hospital, if you don't mind telling me? He tripped during practicing this on the corner piano. It was a little bleeding, but it wasn't all that serious. He was in and out in the hospital very little time. Yeah, I see. Why the who's in the house right now? Was it Sir, we have a table open for you now. One of the staff members goes out to Hatsugawa. Thank you very much, I'll be right there. I'll introduce to us again. Do tell Kobayashi send my regards and hope he'll be well, okay? Of course. Once Hatsugawa leaves, the two of us fall completely silent. I can see the gears turn your head, you know. Silence, huh? Mr. Gamu's ruined no matter how I look at it, right? Sorry. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with being worried about a friend. In fact, that's a good thing. Make sure you don't let it completely eat you up inside. Well, we already finished the anyway. I should like just call it quits and Earl and head home. You'd be okay with that? The hell do you take me for? You'd think I'd be mad if you weren't feeling up to it anymore. More about how you feel than a little failed hangout. I see. And I guess I'll come after all. Alright, just let me check so we can get in our way. Oh boy, it's interesting. This is supposed to be Jun's route and we're with Suichi. Whatever, doesn't matter. Walk out into the streets. Crowd that comes with rush hour just began to die down, but it was still full of people everywhere. Well, I guess I'll take this opportunity to go grocery shopping. I start something with food my dad likes to eat now, after all. Sorry for cutting our time together short. Be ridiculous, I'm the one who offered it. Tell June I said hi, okay? You heard what I said. See ya. So he knew I wanted to go see June, huh? Could have said so from the start, idiot. It would be bad for me to just show up and ask some stuff about his past out of the blue. No fucking shit! Maybe I should bring some sort of gift with me? Great, now I start talking to myself. Oh, hello, that's a statement that, who fucking cares, dude? It's not a big deal. I don't get the stigma around that. I just don't. Whatever. June, darling, you have a visitor. A visitor? Alex-san. Hey, what are you doing here? What, I can't wait. Can't I want to check up on a friend? Yeah, but that's the kind of thing you usually warn people about beforehand. Sorry, am I getting in the way of something? No, of course not. I'm just surprised you dropped by, that's all. I see. Are you alright? Of course I'm alright. Why did you ask? Guess I just got a feeling. A feeling? Yeah, with you showing up all of a sudden looking a bit down, I just got the feeling that something was up. Really is more perceptive than giving credit for. It's alright, don't have to worry about me. If you say so. Well, since you're already here, why don't we sit down and chat for a bit? Eh? It's the plastic bag you got with you. Alright. Here, I bought these for you. It's some of your favorite sweets and a few savory snacks. I see. You bought me more stuff. It's with the faces you don't like what you see. No, it's not that. It's just you've been doing so much for me lately. It makes me feel guilty. Guilty? Why would it make you feel guilty? I mean, I can't really do anything for you in return, right? I don't really have money to spare, so I can't buy you your favorite snacks or get you a present like that keychain. Even something cheap, I still can't do it. Who says you have to give me anything in return? Eh, just doing this because I want to. Don't think about too much about it. Alex, you're kind of cute when you're embarrassed. God, just shut up and take the bag already. Fucking, these two are cute, I will admit. Okay. Oh, cheese crackers. Oh yeah, I just picked them up the drawer on a whim. You like them? Yeah, I love cheese almost as much as I love sweets. It's great then. Jim puts it back on his desk, tucked away into a corner. You're not gonna eat it? No, not at a guest door. That'd be impolite. Took you for the kind of person to worry about politeness. Seriously, what kind of person do you take me for? An adorable airhead with questionable common sense? Wait, did I just call another guy? Seriously, dude? Why is that an issue? Never mind. Just thought of something bad, didn't you? No way. Never mind that. What would you like to do? Quick to switch gears as always. That's about right. About right for me too. I mean, God, it says rain's coming. Yeah, who knows? Rain. Cool. Swear, sometimes the things he says aren't good for my heart. Me compose myself for a bit. You compose yourself? What do you mean? Not everyone is quick to switch gears like you know. Switch gears? He's hopeless, and I don't know why I'm surprised. By the way, what have you been doing for the past 2 days that you've been cooped up here? I haven't been allowed to touch piano, so I've just... You can't play the piano? Why? What would be the problem with that? I guess they just don't want to move around too much. He's a terrible liar. But the question is, even if I know he's lying, should I let him know that I know? No telling him I'd ask if... I might react if I ask for clarification. This doesn't blow up my face. June-kun... Why are you calling me like that? You're a terrible liar, you know? Liar? Just know you couldn't even look me in the eye. Not only that, you were completely at a loss for what to say. It sounded like you were trying to come up with an excuse on the spot. No, that's not... Come on, is it really something you can't tell me? I thought we were friends. Come on, don't say that. We are friends. It's just... like a major... Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Yeah, nah. Nope. 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 Let it go. No, as much as I don't want to know what's going on, I also remember how angry I get when being pushed. Sweetie says himself, I shouldn't pry too much. Being reasonable sucks. Well, I guess that's kind of a valid reason. Really isn't. God, just shut up, dude. Who cares? Yeah, it's a bit unreasonable, isn't it? Haven't been able to play out. What have you been up to recently? Mostly just playing games and doing some light reading. Sora can actually make up more games where I got discharged from the hospital, so I at least got something to do. Other than that, I had Kosan. I've been dropping by with some notes. And the homework I need to do to keep with their classes. Just a surprised look in your face. No, it's nothing. So if I can take notice for him, that's something I could have been doing to help. Sorry. Yeah, what for? Being an idiot. Never mind that. Kind of games you've been playing. Well, Sora-kun bought me a bunch of stuff to play with. Our occasional sports title was mostly fantasy games and RPGs. No, that's right up your alley then. Yep. I'm gonna try 2 so far because, well, RPGs aren't the kind of game you can clear that quickly. Still been having a lot of fun. Any titles I might know? Well, they're both games for the Ninmax 2S Portable. Do you have it? No. I went with Senben's PBS. And I picked the latest generation of portables. Isn't it cross-platform compatible? Those two aren't. Well, bummer, I guess. Still, I'm glad you at least been having fun. Thank you. Jeez. Crazy. Crazy indeed. I don't understand. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Sweetie asked me to say hi for you. Is that so? How's Sweetie-san doing? bit stressed from working on the school festival, but otherwise pretty okay. I actually got together this morning and went to a cafe. Sounds fun. I wish I could have been there. Wait, if Soichi-san was with you, why didn't he come over too? He had other things needed to get done. Remember correctly, setting you to go to the grocery store to pick up the things his father likes. Oh yeah, he did mention his dad was coming back home. He even asked for my help organizing a welcome party, but that idea was a bust. How come? I couldn't convince him not to cook. No. Those poor guests, they never even saw it coming. Let us not speak further of the dead. There's nothing we can do to bring them back. Alex, I know you're kidding, but you're kind of scaring me. That's so. Sorry, I guess I got too into the joke. Still, I imagine that party can't have been pleasant. I'm still surprised Takahiko-san didn't yell at him or anything, because the shock was too great. Maybe he didn't want to hurt Suichi's feelings. Suichi gave an entire room full of people food poisoning. Pretty sure he was past the point of caring about feelings. It's a good thing Suichi's sister showed up. Managed to get him out of the house before the disaster rolled out, so we didn't get to see it. Wait, so Suichi-san doesn't know what happened? No, Hitoka sent us shopping for last-minute preparations and all the guests left before he got back. Then threatened me so I wouldn't tell Suichi. Not sure if I should call him lucky or not. He's lucky. It's the people in his food that aren't. Right? Did I miss anything else for these days I've been absent? What about Keisuke-san or Michiguchi-san? There's not much to tell. Sai's been taking more shifts than usual to save for a new phone. Sir Keisuke, I know he's spending more time with that band he joined. Since there are no tennis club practices for a while yet, I haven't seen much of him. It's kind of sad. We're not his only friends, after all. Plus, we want to avoid scheduling a group hangouts until you're back on your feet and can come with us. What? I only appreciate the thought, but you guys don't have to stop having fun because I'm not around. Be ridiculous. How many times did I tell you you're a member of this group? Fun isn't having everyone around hanging out together. God, I want that dog to shut up. Sweet, now he's blushing. Looks like someone's happy to hear that. I didn't say anything. You don't have to. Don't look at your face and don't tell me what you're feeling. Am I that obvious? Just say you wear your emotions and your shield to be an understatement. That's a lie. That's not true at all. It's not a bad thing. You just talked because of it. Really? Of course. This makes teaching a lot more fun, but I'm not going to bring that up. Really makes what that guy said sound strange when I think about it. What guy? Nothing, I'm just thinking out loud. Wait, why am I even hiding this? What would be the harm in telling him we met at Tagawa anyway? Well, actually, Suichi and I met someone at the cafe and kind of told us about your past. Who? What did he say? Shinji Atagawa, Latin guy from your competition. What, really? Yeah, he told us you used to be really withdrawn as a kid, as so much so he didn't even think you had friends at all. I just thought that description didn't really sound like you. It's kind of true. Really? Yeah, at least where the competitions were concerned, I never really taught our kids. I used to be really competitive when I was a kid, so I refused to mingle with the competition. Pretty petty, huh? I would have never guessed. Everyone has a past, after all. Plus, it's been over 7 years since that time when I was a kid. Of course, I matured a lot since then. You did? Why do you sound so surprised? God. Dude, stop making me. Oh my god. Me surprised? You must be imagining things. Crap, I just broke it without thinking. The important thing is you're a different person now, and you can get along with their competitors now, right? Not letting that little comment go that easily. Yeah. Damn, we arrested me just about now. Anywaka, I have no idea what you're talking about. Wow. Stop glaring at me like that. I got the message. Sorry. Chill, sweetie, I'm coming in. Say by the gong, or in this case, June's mother. Do you guys want a snack? I baked some cookies. Mom, you don't need to fret so much because someone's over. Don't be such a stick in them. I do have so few friends. Of course I'm gonna treat them with most care. Names with a vote of confidence. And Cookie-san, great Kobayashi-san. Please don't leave me alone with him until he forgets what just happened. Of course it sounds great. It's cookies. Why do you boys come to the living room and I'll bring them to you? Sure. Don't have to along with a stereotype and make cookies for you kids type. He just likes playing host with other people. We used to have visitors and parties all the time when I was younger. Don't anymore? Not since Mom started working 2 jobs. Deputy get more shifts mine. I get a second job. They barely have any free time anymore. She just took a week off to keep an eye on me. Why do your parents need to work so much? Do you guys have that many expenses? That's... I really shouldn't be talking about parents' financial situation, sorry. Something's weird here. Can't imagine a small family like this living in a small house could accrue enough expenses to warrant that much work. Mom might have a better than average job. She's still capable of supporting Aki and me, and working herself to death. She works herself to death, but that's because she likes her job. I'll take things easy and she would still have to support us. Isn't your father a cop? I thought cops make good money. Like I said, I shouldn't be talking about their money situation. Besides that, that's just low-ranking patrolman. That pay isn't all that great. Wait, how did you know my dad was a cop? He was wearing his police cap the first time I came over, remember? He was. Why else would I say he was? He was also wearing it when he picked you up from the hospital. No, right? He's not supposed to wear it outside when he's off shift, but he tends to forget it's on. How can you forget you have a cap on? Actually, never mind. This is the Kobayashi I'm talking about. If that or anything like their son is entirely believable. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, you fucking... Holy shit, man. Fuck you. Well, Mom doesn't see that bad, at least. She was a little enthusiastic last time I came here, but she didn't strike me as being as eccentric as a son or husband. Either way, we should probably go outside before Mom comes to fetch us. Trust me, you don't want to annoy her. Consider all the scary women I already have in my life, I can't even muster a look of surprise at this statement. Sometimes when I think about outside, pretty much bosses all of us around and start wondering whether we're all just beta men. Okay. What the fuck? We just sit at the little living room table directly across from each other. I have to admit, even though this house is small, it's very cozy. For some reason, I feel right at home here. It's not something I've ever been able to say about any place other than my own home. By the way, Alex, son, you were telling me how you ran into Atsugawa-kun before? God, I thought he'd forgotten about it already. Is he still mad for that unfortunate comment? Yeah, I was. What about it? Did he say anything else about me, I mean? Why do you ask? You're the one who brought up the fact that you bumped into me in the first place. Of course I'm gonna ask about it. Guess that's true. Man, I'm just not used to seeing him look annoyed at me. Somehow feels 10 times worse than having someone like Sai upset, probably because I'm already used to seeing her upset. Didn't really talk for long, we just bumped into us while we were waiting for a table. I was waiting for a table at a cafe. It was less than 5 minutes. Still time to tell you about me not going along with other kids in that time. Plus, that's true, too. Alright, sorry it took me a while. I had some trouble getting these out of that baking tray. Did you forget something with parchment paper again? Oh, I didn't forget, we just ran out. Not again. Again? You seem to run through rolls of parchment paper like they're candy. Suppose it's my fault. I always bake whenever I'm home. It helps me relax. It's also the reason why I've gained so much weight these past few years. Understand that your parents might have much time, but what jerks if you're not trying to exercise then? That's... Didn't you tell you? He really hate exercising. I already told him that. I just hate feeling sweaty and all that. Jun's mom stares at him with wide open eyes. However, as quickly as her shot came, she flashed her another smile. Yes, I suppose you would have home already. Then would you boys like some drink, milk, maybe some tea? Alex's son hates tea. It's true, I really do. I thought... You literally say you don't like green tea and that's it. Or whatever. No, not a tea hater. That's if she's already a handful. It's just because Dad's really whiny about it. Whiny? Yeah, when Ron Bruce T starts complaining about how off the house smells and how it's gonna make him feel sick. He sounds like a little kid throwing a tantrum. Some lyrics are uncanny. Shouldn't laugh about that. You're so much like your father in many ways, you know. Oh, please don't say that. I don't complain nearly as much as he does. Your father didn't used to complain as much as he does now either. It comes with age, darling. You're so much like your father when he was your age. It's a bit scary. No, anything but that. Come on, don't you grow up like your father? God, no, he's no common sense. He does so many embarrassing things when he's out in public. and the simulators continue to pile up. June's mom shoots a knowing amused glance as if she could read my mind. She really knows him better than he knows himself, huh? Well, in that case, bring the boys some milk. Of course, milk and cookies are a match made in heaven. Well, I don't think I'd go that far, but I wouldn't say no to something else to drink, though. Sorry to inconvenience you with the blue, ma'am. Don't be silly. I love having people over. Not to mention how happy it makes me to have June's friends come visit him. Trying to worry that he had no real friends and no one to drop by these past few days. Mom, I already told you it's nothing serious. They have no reason to come here. Actually, I told them to come here myself. It's too early to tell us we didn't need to come. That's no way to treat your friends. If they're worried about you, then you ought to have a right to it. It's only natural. Yeah, whatever you say. Don't know much about this. No, really don't know much about this woman, but damn, I like her already. I'll be right back. Something wrong? No. Just thinking some stuff over. About what your mom said. You not wanting us to visit? Kinda. I didn't want to be a bar anyone. That's why I said that. Didn't realize that me not having visitors was upsetting her. Of course it would be. What else would she think? What else could she think when her son's been at bed rest for days and no one bothered to drop by to see him? Yeah, sure, right? You don't guess I'm right. I am right. Yeah, don't get cocky. Jeez. Fucking just shut up. You're such a dick sometimes. Fucking hell. Mom's pretty nice. She never really talked much about your parents, so I don't know what to expect. Granted, I met her before, but I was so overwhelmed by your dad at the time that I didn't really pay much attention to your mom. Yeah, dad can go a little overboard at times. As for mom, she's really nice. And you can also be strict at times, and boy, she's scary when she's angry, but most of the time she's really sweet. It's a pretty neat change of pace. I'm not really taught many parents. How come? Well, my mom is always working too. She's the kind of person that you'd call in love with the job. Haven't talked to Sweetie's mom since his parents split up years ago. No, Casey's entire family is kind of an unknown. So I've talked to Sai's parents quite a few times. They're mostly normal people. Neither of them is their daughter's temper, at least. And she sounds really scary sometimes, isn't she? Yeah, tell me about it. Now that you mention it, I never met your mom either. Actually, I don't think I've never been close enough friends with anyone to meet their parents. Really? Even when you were a kid? I told you I wasn't the most social person. I had a few kids I was friendly with. Most of them were my classmates. I never typed to go out play and whatnot. Yes, I'm also the person you could call in love with a job, although in my case, piano isn't really a job. Can be. With your skills, I'm sure you could do it. Only where that were true. I can't quite put my finger on it, but getting this weird vibe from June today. Is everything okay with you? For real, we haven't really talked a couple of days outside of trading a few messages at least. Yeah, I'm fine. I just hate being cooped up here for so long. It's almost worse in the hospital. How come? You feel better if you got a rest at home. You feel like an invalid just because of a tiny little problem that seemed like I made of glass. First of all, I was mostly with my parents, but was it so bad not wanting to be treated differently? I really noticed how has been thinking things like that. That's because you don't fucking pay attention. Christ, man, this dude. Suppose it's not the kind of thing one can notice by looking, but still. I hope I've been guilty of the same. It mostly just been pampering me a lot. Lots of presents and snacks. I might not notice, but you're also being more soft spoken around me. I'm sorry, I thought you liked the presents. Don't get me wrong, I love them. Even the keychain. One of my most prized possessions now, since it's the first real gift I ever gotten from a friend, even if you can say it was just a cheap afterthought. At the same time, I don't know. It might just be weird, but I'm not even really sure how I feel about it. Really like it, but I also feel really bad about it. It's a mess. A mess. Sorry, I'll try to rein it in a little. It's okay, this isn't your problem. It's my own awkwardness at fault. Just not good to depend on other people. I always feel like such a burden when others go out of the way for me, even though I know they're doing it because they want to and makes them happy to care for me. Like I said, I really am a mess. Being cooped inside the house, no one to really talk to, just makes me mull over these thoughts again and again. It's not healthy. Isn't your mother here? Can't you talk to her? Can't talk to her about this. I just add to the issue she has to deal with. I don't want to put another burden on her. Think you're being too self-conscious here. She's your mother. I'm sure she'd want to do whatever makes you feel more at ease. It's kind of what scares me. You don't know how far my parents would go to do that. I guess I'll concede to that point. Like I said, I really am grateful for everything you guys have been doing for me. You're all so nice and caring. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. Just don't tell anyone I said that. Oh, for sure. Case Games we should have heard that line, there'd be no end to the teasing. Just think about it already, it makes my skin crawl. At least he seems like he's cheered up a little. Do you feel better being able to talk about your feelings more openly? Yeah, I feel a bit silly for talking about all this mushy stuff to you, but I really feel I can trust you enough for that. Of course you can, we're friends, aren't we? Yeah, just friends. What was that? Oh, nothing, I just agreed with you. By the way, where's your mom? Didn't she just go to the kitchen to grab milk? No, I have an idea where she might be. Huh? Look at the cookie plate, there's 6. So, she always makes 12. Okay, and just take a good look at her lips when she comes back and you'll see. Huh? Sorry it took so long. I kind of lost track of time. Yui saw him come out with 2 glasses of milk for us, set them down, run up and take her seat. Didn't get any for yourself, ma'am? Oh, don't be silly. I'm not gonna eat the cookies. I'm on a diet. June lightly tapped my foot from the table, shooting me a weird look. So I used it and tried to focus my eyes on his mom's face, and is that... She used a few cookie crumbs stuck to the fur around her mouth. Didn't do what I think she did she? Sure you are, Mom. And I have to say, that diet really seems to be working. I can see the difference already. Really, I'm so glad. I thought I noticed some slimming too, but I wasn't too sure I want to assume. Maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just been playing tricks at me. That's not true. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's going on with this bullshit? Cool. What the fuck, man? Oh, jeez. You know, it's really fucking crazy, just the fact that, like, okay, um, marvelous. Close. Cool. Sorry, I'm just doing shit. Eventually, Yui saw and excused herself, claiming she has to do some more housekeeping, leaving June and I to return to his bedroom. She wasn't. She wasn't really in the cookies in secret, was she? Yes, she was. It's pretty much taboo for Dad and I to mention this kind of things when she's played dumb and tell her she's been losing weight. Whenever she starts on another of her diets, Mom tends to get too excited about these new diet fads, but she can't stick to them and for more than a few days before she cracks. She still plans to be doing them while she eats sweets in secret, though. Guess everyone in your family's a big sweet tooth, huh? That's an understatement. Having seen him attack a box of Japanese sweets, I can also agree with that assessment. Actually, now that you mention sweets, how are the preparations for the school festival going? So, what, if anything, does the school festival do with sweets? Oh, yeah, sorry. It's just, you said sweets, it reminded me of Ayoko Ayaka-san. Then I thought about her reminding me of school, which reminded me of the school festival. Actually, I thought it was all over the place. I like to think outside the box. I don't think there's enough box to begin with when it comes to you. Would you stop with those comments? Oh my god. But to answer your question, the preparations are going fine. Our class is mostly finished. It's great. What have you been in charge of? not in charge of anything. I'm just helping out with the decoration, shopping, etc. Since Ayako-san told me the class would be opening a restaurant, I thought you'd be cooking. God, no. I like to cook for myself and for friends, but there's absolutely no way I could cook for a huge crowd. Really? I thought you'd jump at the opportunity. The only thing that can make me jump at the opportunity of cooking for that many people would be if the alternative were to have Suichi cook. And it's a very scary alternative. One that sadly did happen. Those poor guests. Did the rep talk to you about what you might be doing for the festival? Bitch, she offered to let me give a hand with the organization. Maybe that means we get to work together. Turned her down, though. Why? My last school didn't do a festival, so I was really looking forward to doing something more involved. I was thinking I was going to work as a waiter for the restaurant. Those poor guests. You sure that it's the best idea for you, being running up and down, carrying a ton of plates and not food for most of the night? Doesn't it sound like fun? I already imagine. Shut up, you fucking dick! Too bad you won't be working at the nights of the festival, though. I want to actually enjoy the festival, go around the stalls and check everything out. Don't be cooped up working all night. Shifts exist, you know. You probably only work for one of the days. No, but I don't want to lose you in a single day. School festival's great for relaxing and having fun. There's no way I'm going to spend it working. You're such a special snowflake. What? Nothing. Might act innocent, but at this point it's pretty obvious you're not. I don't know what you're talking about. Sure you don't. Beware the quiet ones that are not. Shut up! Oh my god! Either way, we should all try to get at least one free day to hang around together. Might be a bit difficult. The five of us are distributed across 3 different classrooms, so it'll be pretty difficult to get our schedules to sync up. I think we're self-free as a bird. It's because you're lazy. Potato, potato. Whatever. Hey, if the theme for the restaurant is Chinese, does that mean we'll get Chinese striped uniforms? Girls will probably wear Chinese dresses. I have no idea what the guys are wearing, though. Is there a military for that? I don't know of any. Wonder if I look like a kung fu master with a waiter uniform. It's a waiter. It's waiter uniform, not a kung fu G. Would a kung fu G be called a G in China? Of course not. That's a Japanese word. Why would they use it in China? Well, what's it called then? I have no idea. Man, you can't say for sure it's not called a G, can you? I see where you're going with your logic, but that doesn't make it right. Why not? Because they don't speak Japanese in China. How do you know him in China? This whole discussion was just you messed with me, wasn't it? No, how did you know? Felines. Hey, I'll let you know my boyfriend is a feline persona. He's the most amazing person ever. So you shut the fuck up, Jin. No, Alex, you shut the fuck up, Alex. Do your parents show for the festival? They said they wanted to, but I wouldn't count on it. They're always so busy, especially Dad. I would imagine a cop is pretty busy most of the time. Yeah, it's sad. A little free time they have. It really makes me feel bad. Yeah, it's not like it's your fault. Wow. Oof. Right. I wonder what I'm going to be doing for the first day of the festival. I haven't released class plans yet, so I don't know what kind of stalls will be open. Do you really have to plan this kind of thing in advance? Of course, that's the only way to maximize the amount of stalls visit in the smallest amount of time. It sounds like a big race to brain energy. Brain energy? You know, thinking power. Thinking power? Are you sure you're really 19? June, don't waste those precious neurons. Eh? Exactly. In other words, I heard Keikun's band's planning to perform at the festival this year. Well, that's exciting. We'll be on stage. No, he's just their manager. Kami's a really good singer. I asked the same thing but didn't care to answer. He sells himself short sometimes, huh? Agreed. It'd be pretty cool to see you see him sing with a band. Yeah, what? I'm sure he'd wow in the audience with his voice. Just wish he could get a little more confidence in himself. No matter how much we say we like his voice, he just doesn't seem to believe it. I'm tempted to call him humble, but he's a little too extreme about it. He's like that about everything. Tennis grades, singing, no matter how good he is, it's never enough. It's a bit annoying, to be honest. Well, don't let it get to you. Everyone has their quirks. So the quirkiest person I know. Wish I had a good singing voice. You can hardly play the piano super well. Why would you need to sing? Yet people don't care about the piano as much as they care about good singers. The piano is something anyone can learn without patience and practice. Your voice is something you're born with. You can still improve your voice. Yeah, sure, but a person that was born with an average voice can only take it so far. You'd never be truly great unless you were born great. You're really lucky in that sense. His voice is really amazing. Could it be that the happy-go-lucky tiger is jealous of someone for once? For once, I'm jealous of lots of people. I'm no saint. Jealous of your athleticism, for instance. That is also something you can prove with practice. I think so, but that's not always the case. Why not? Let's just see. I'm not cut out for sports. Leave it at that. I don't know. You can't just say something so vague and. I said we'll leave it at that. Yes, sir. Gee, what did we take him off this time? Guess he wasn't kidding when he said being cooped up here was stressful. Oh my God. I'm hungry and there's not much food here in this house. So do you have any plans for what you're gonna do after your parents allow you to leave the house tomorrow? Just the same as always. School and practice. Oh, and speaking of school, yeah? No, I said Ayaka-san would drop by notes for me. Dude, what about it? She's also been dropping some homework by and, well, kinda haven't done it. Any of it. Aren't you gonna react to that at all? Why would I? I can see this punchline coming from a mile away. Good. Of course, I'd never expect you to do your homework under volition. You really have no faith in me, do you? Knowing you and not having faith are two different things. Doesn't sound all that different to me. Well, anyway, can I ask you to help me with it? Sure, no problem. Wait, really? You will? Why are you so surprised? I've been helping you study anyway. How would this be any different? You put it like that. Put it that way. I guess it really isn't. Well, it might be different in the sense that it'll be much easier. Trying to get you to remember stuff is definitely a Herculean task. Shut up. I don't know the meaning of the word Herculean, but I'm just gonna assume that was an insult. More like friendly quip. Whatever, as long as you want me from the homework, you can joke around as much as you like. Oh, really? As much as I like, you say? Maybe not as much as you like. Alright. Give me your books and I'll help you. But I absolutely won't do it for you. Be aware of that. Depending on how big the pile is, I might be more generous with information, so we'll move through it faster. Yay! So easy to please. Shh, God. Fuck you. Seriously, sometimes. So he gets started, Jun remains seated on his desk, diligently working. He only stops a few times to ask me questions and then gets right back to it once he understands the subject matter. Even if he hates studying, his focus is really scary once he gets going. Definitely expected to be a little more involved in this process. I'm just sitting next to him, idly twiddling my thumbs and waiting for him to call me again. Ran into a problem? Oh, no, really, I was just thinking over this question. The text is pretty long, so it was confusing me a little. Some of them are designed with that in mind. They throw in a bunch of pointless information at you to see if you can separate them from the important stuff. It's super annoying. Raya once again. I can say this, but I kind of wish his laziness would win out so I could do something more interesting than stare at the ceiling. Guess I might be an enabler. Watching just sitting quietly and studying is also a pleasant feeling somehow. Just feels so different than the usual June, bouncing around all over the place and running his mouth whenever possible. Kind of like watching a rowdy little puppy dog sleeping. What the fuck? Great, now my mind has demoted him further from child to lapdog or cat. Man, I need to be super mad if he could parent my thoughts right now. Still is a much better student than I give him credit for. I'm sure he'd get very far if he applied himself a little more. Hey, Alex-san? Yeah, what is it? Gotta finish my history homework and decide to get started on the math, but I'm not good with calculus, so this might be a stupid question, but what's a sine and cosine? That's not even calculus, that's trigonometry. No, really, what about hypotenuse? Take back what I said before, this is more work than I thought. Oh god, why do schools have to invent homework? Yes, how dare they want to make sure their students are learning. Don't patronize me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Of course you do. May June, your mom tells me Alex Yoon is visiting. It's true, you really are here. Oh no. Oh, sir, I'm sorry for the intrude. Amelia walked up and shook my hand enthusiastically. I'm so glad you got to see you in the flesh again. You're so much more important to remember. I still get Leah's son's really friends with you. Happy to be your son's friend, sir. And please stop your creeping Alex son out. Oh, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to offend. No, you're fine, sir. This is your house after all. By the way, I've asked you tons of times to knock before you come in, Dad. Well, it's like you got something to hide. It's not the point. It's the expectation of privacy. What if I were getting changed? What if I just gotten out of the shower? But I knew you had a friend over, so of course that wouldn't be true. Yeah, sure, this time, but this is hardly the first time this happened. And you have walked in on me while I was changing before. Tiger shrugged, staring at him with a dumb smile on his face. Smile that I know well, because it's exactly like the one his son wears. So it's like you're packing anything I've never seen before. Besides, you've seen me naked many times before. Wait, seriously? Fortunately, yes, but that's only because he tends to be walking around the house in no clothes, or leaving the bathroom door unlocked, or not closing the bedroom door when he changes. Like I have anything to hide. It's not the point. The point is I don't want to see you naked, damn it. Jeez, you're so fussy. I wonder what side of the family you got that from. It certainly wasn't mine. June's now doing breathing exercises while his father laughs at his own jokes. Yeah, I can definitely see how this sort of behavior getting someone's nerves. Alright, it's already late, Alex. Would you like to have dinner with us? I really shouldn't. Like you said, it's pretty late and don't want to intrude. Don't be silly. It's no problem. We're delighted to have you with us. But, Alex, I know what section we asked, but I still finished my homework either. Could you stay until I'm done? Math is my worst subject. You left it for last. I don't think I'm going to do without your help. Right, that's true. We're not done yet. See, it's the perfect opportunity. You can have dinner with us and then continue working out with June. By the way, are you two doing homework together or just helping June? Helping deal with the surplus of homework that pile up. Oh, I thought you told me you were dealing with it as you were getting it. Well, you see, Tiger shakes his head. Don't be lazy, June. At least do your work diligently. Yes, Dad. Well, now this is dealt with. Your runner says dinner will be in about 10 minutes. Please join us, Alex, soon. Yeah, I think I'll take up on the offer after all. Can't quite leave June with his homework unfinished. Feeling the instant I walked out the door, I just put it aside and forget it existed. Concerned I've seen from this far. Really can't allow him to pass up any opportunities to improve in his studies. No one needs a 20-year-old high school student after all. By the way, Kobayashi-san. No, please, feel free to call me Atsushi. No real point calling over by their last name here, Alex-san. We're all Kobayashi after all. Guess that's true. Never called Aki by his last name either, so I assume I should try to do something with the same courtesy. Atsushi-san, you're a police officer, aren't you? Oh, June's told me about your job? No, actually, that was just a guess of mine. Though he never confirmed after I first asked. Guess? How were you able to guess? No, wait, don't tell me. It's because of my cop aura, right? I just scream with law enforcement, don't I? Has to be it. Dad, at least he's being enthusiastic about a job, at least. Actually, it's because you're a police cap. I think you were using it when I saw you last. Oh, shoot, I always forget to take it off. I've gotten a shoot out by superiors over this so many times before, too. Oh my god. Puts on a squeaky, high-pitched tone of voice like a child mocking something someone else said. So it was the most flattering display. Go be asked, you're not supposed to go out in public wearing your cap. You don't wear your uniform. You're on the clock, is what they'd say. I have to say I agree with them. More importantly, I was even managed to forget a cap on his head. Does he never change shirts? They can't all be button-up shirts, can they? Airheaded, jokey, somewhat childish. I barely see who June takes after. Yu's son was right in the mark when the two are more alike than June realizes. Mother always knows best, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna go kiss the cook before dinner's ready. See you kids in a few minutes. As Sushan walks out and leaves the room with an exaggerated waving gesture. See what I mean? No common sense. Is that so? Really not one to talk at all, June. Shut up! Still, seeing you down like that, it kind of makes me happy. Why? You guys just seem so close. I can't help but smile when I think about it. What? So special about that? We're a normal family. This kind of thing is normal, isn't it? One would hope so, but it's not always the case. You and Sai are pretty much the only ones who have perfectly normal, ordinary families like that. We are? Yeah, they might not talk about it much, but Keisuke and Suichi have serious problems with their families. Suichi's parents are divorced, and because of it, he barely sees his mom and sister. And Keisuke hasn't seen his mother in years, not to mention the fact that he doesn't even speak to his father or grandmother. I hadn't really considered that. My family has always been like this, so I never really bothered to think about how things would be if they weren't. It's called taking things for granted. What about you, Alex-san? You said Michiguchi-san are the only ones from normal families, but as far as I know, you also have a loving family. Loving doesn't mean normal. I don't have a father anymore, remember? I'm sorry, I didn't even think. Relax, sort of thing doesn't bother me. I already told you that before. That's kind of the point. You'd think families should be the norm, but that's not really always the case. Just makes me happy to see a tight-knit, loving family like that. You're really lucky. Alex-san, I guess you're right. There we go. Fuck, I'm getting kind of sad because of that. Hi, everybody, I get too into character. Okay. I've been so stressed looking so serious all day. The glimpses I got of his smile weren't nearly as frequent as I'm accustomed to. Someone like you really should be smiling more often. Smile really suits you, June. Anyway, how about we take a bit away from all this homework and go eat? Okay. Walk out in the living room, and just as Yui-san is sitting at the dinner table, Atsushi-san is sitting in front of the TV watching some news report. It's unbelievable, they're gonna up the public transportation fare again. You already knew this was bound to happen sooner or later. Yeah, but still, it's the second increase in 3 years. I, for one, think it was a miracle that the fares kept steady for that long. The entire world's economy is going through a crisis after all. Funny. Atsushi-san grumbles unhappily at his wife's words. Will you change your shirt, Dad? Yeah, your mother made me get changed. Of course I did. Did you see how filthy his other shirt was? That is unacceptable when you have guests over. Why only when you have guests over? I actually complains about it all the time, but he just responds it doesn't have to look good. For anyone in his own home, he's just using you as an excuse to have him. She's just using you as an excuse to have him get changed. Oh. So much more sly than I thought she'd be. Geez, this fucking day is longer than I thought it was gonna be. 57 minutes. God, this city's probably only gonna be one day. As you have to be if you want to go to a house with both June and his dad in it. By the way, Dad, how was work today? Did you make any arrests? There's a son question. Atsushi-san makes a long, exaggerated sigh, shaking it with much gusto. Fortunately not. People see me stick with the law much more frequently these days. Why do you say this for a bad thing? Is the cop shouldn't make you happy? No, don't worry. I'm sure someone's managed something bad at some point. You can bust them. Yes, that's what I keep telling myself every day. Fingers crossed for some big robbery, maybe a murder if I get lucky. What the hell is wrong with this family? I will not have such more conversation at the dinner table, you two. No one's sitting at the table yet. I don't care. You two just stop talking about murders. In fact, stop wishing for any crime to happen entirely. Thank you. Mr. supposed to reason this household. How she managed to put up with the two of them beyond my understanding. Yui-san just might have the patience of a saint. Either way, the food's at the table. Why don't we all eat now? Okay. Pardon the intrusion. Oh, it's not a intrusion at all. It's our pleasure to have you over again, Alex. Everything at the table looks delicious. If there's one thing I know about having dinner before, it's that Yui-san is a wonderful cook. Really can't wait to dig in. Just hope I don't look too eager. Though Yui, you made Yaniki. I don't know what that is. What's the occasion? There's no occasion. Just want to cook something extra tasty since we have a visitor. If it's the best meat we had. So I was already feeling impatient so you wouldn't use it. Of course, good meat is supposed to be saved for our guests or special occasions. Is that so? I'm not sure I should feel guilty for getting them to waste their good food on me or not. And it's grateful that you're having dinner with us because that means it gets to eat good meats. Oh, I see. Don't worry about that anymore. We don't take our seats at the table. Use your plate, Alex. Honey, as much as you like. Thanks. Alex, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? No, is this an interrogation officer? Of course not. And trust Dad's words on that. If you say yes to this, he's gonna have you answering questions all night. Dad, that's not true. I'm a little scared now. Not that bad. It's a little hard to believe. Don't tease your father. Me, Daisy, and I would never. Come a lot more snarky lately. What's been happening to you? I have no idea what you're talking about. I do. It's called bad influences. Anyway, sure you didn't ask me anything, Atsushi-san. Oh, yay! Yay, I never thought I'd see the day where I see a grown man pumping his fists in the air and shouting out, yay. See, so there's lots of things I've been curious about. Here we go. But I'm gonna keep myself under control and ask you a couple of questions. Sure you are. Come on, June, at least have some faith in good old father here. Give me a reason to and I will. It's like two old ladies having an argument. This is surreal. Why don't I just ask one question that's better for you? I really doubt you will. So do I. You were supposed to be on my side here. Says who? Says the marriage certificate we have framed in our bedroom. As far as I know, all that says that we're legally married. I don't remember reading a passage just saying that you must side with your spouse at all times. You really are mean sometimes, you know. No, Atsushi-san is hanging his head down, shoulders sagging, pouting and dejected. Quite a pitiful sight for a man his age. Oh, hush, honey, you know we're just joking. Yes, anyway, back to you, Alex-kun. Boy, you sure bounced back pretty fast. One thing I've always been curious about, what made you take up tennis in the first place? You play with so much passion in the courts. I always wondered what made you choose the sport. I've been interviewed a few times, but no one's ever bothered asking me that question. I know, I read all your interviews and never saw that question anywhere. That's why I wanted to ask. Can't tell whether I should be disturbed by that statement or not. My own father taught me to play tennis as a child and ended up sticking with it. Didn't really notice at first how good of a fit it was for me. Honestly, nowadays I can't begin to imagine my life without it. Well, that's the prim proper answer. Your father really raised you well. I would love to meet the man that raised one of my favorite tennis players. June chokes in his food, coughing and hacking and trying to study his breathing again. He taps the back and help him out. Dad? What was that reaction, alright? I'm fine, but you really shouldn't ask that. Why not? I already told you not to worry about it, June. I'm used to it. I get asked by my dad all the time by teachers, coaches, and the like. My father is deceased, Atsushi-san. He died in an accident 12 years ago. It was a hit and run. Both of June's parents merely phrased at my words. That's... God, I can't even fucking imagine. It's one thing for me to, like, not talk to my father because of certain things. It's another to not be able to. That's, like, really depressing. Just... fuck. Anyway, I need a drink. Yui-san shoots the glare at her husband before reaching out to put a hand on top of my own. Atsushi-san struggles with words, uselessly muttering incoherently to himself. I'm really sorry I brought something like that up, Alex-kun. It was tactless. No, really, you guys don't have to worry about it. It's something that happened a long time ago. It's not a big deal anymore. I really wish people would stop trying to act so considerate over it. It's a lot harder to try and act like nothing happened when everyone is so concerned about feelings all the time. But I hate being put in the spot like this. You don't have to feel upset or anything by this. There's no way anyone could know without being told so, really. It's not your fault. I'm really sorry. Again, it was nothing. Please stop apologizing. Just makes it all the much harder to pretend it never happened. So, hell, that's a Sishan. You're a police officer, right? What's that like? Try to get them to change the subject of conversation, but for my own sake as well as theirs. By the table, I feel something soft rubbing against my back. June flushes me a smile. Is he trying to comfort me? In that case, the thing on my back is probably his tail, right? Make sure to smile back at him. This is hard. He's really trying to make me feel better, even though I'm insisting everything's fine. Well, it's a lot less glamorous than it sounds. I just go on patrols quite often. Sometimes alone, sometimes with a partner. Mostly just patrol around the downtown area, but it's really just a lot of walking, some driving, and mostly just general boredom. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Don't let Dad fool you. He loves his job anyway. Oh. Never said I didn't love it. I just said it wasn't as exciting as some people would think. To be honest, not many things are as exciting as you'd think. That's true, too. I don't know. I would take being a police officer over what I do any day. What is it you do, Yui-san? Well, right now I'm working 2 jobs. On weekdays, I'm a salesman at this precious little boutique downtown. On weekends, I help with stocking a perfume store. Stocking? Again, don't be fooled. Mom works at the stocking department by doing count and general logistics. She doesn't carry anything. Oh. I mean, most people loves giving people the wrong idea, don't they? The look on your face was priceless first, though. Just first you were thinking, just how strong is this woman, weren't you? Take it back. Every last person in this house is nuts. Happy-go-lucky levels are off the charts here. It takes almost 2 hours to finally get June all the way through his homework. I swear I've never seen someone as bad with math as this guy. You haven't met me then. You have not met me. Still, after that trial is over, he comes outside to see me off. Sure you don't want me to walk you home? Nah, I'm fine. My house isn't that far away. Plus, I don't trust you walking around the streets at night. Cable getting lost in broad daylight. I'm not going to take my chances. Thanks for having me over for dinner. It was really fun, even though we didn't plan for it. Great, we should do that more often. Thanks for stopping by to visit me. Really appreciate your company today. Really hated being cooped up in the house with no one to really talk to. It's kind of your own fault. You're the one who told us not to visit. Is that true? Kind of dumb and grave there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the episode after this day. Because, yeah, well, just try to just get put under house arrest again, and this won't be a problem. Kinda want to object to you calling it house arrest, but it's kind of fitting in a way, isn't it? Jun's tail lazily waves from one side to the other. Calm, refreshing breeze ruffles through her fur. It was motivated, satisfied for some reason. Spending this day with Jun was much more rewarding than I thought it'd be. I remember enjoying myself like this in years. Man, I guess I've really come to appreciate his company too, huh? Didn't realize how much I'd missed him the past few days. Guess I'll see what's go tomorrow then. Yeah, why didn't you play the music come after class? It's been a while since I played for you. Of course, I can't wait to hear your piano again. Just going to trip in his suitlaces, okay? Yeah, I'll make sure to double check before I go get up and walk. Have a good night, Jun. See you tomorrow. Good night. Begin my short walk home. As I turn around to look at his house one last time before turning at the intersection, I see a little tiger still standing around at the front. Waves at me once he realizes I can see him, bringing out a smile on my face. Day's over. Our video's over. Thank you for watching, everybody. I need to save. It's now 6:16 p.m. 6:16 p.m. Indeed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.